2015 marked a year where open-world RPGs have become more popular than ever. Two games that spearheaded this were The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Fallout 4. Both games offered gamers hundreds upon hundreds of hours of gameplay, and both were well regarded by the majority of gamers. In this video, I'll be comparing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Fallout 4 and which game really was the best open-world RPG of 2015. First, setting and world. The setting of an open world game is just as important as any other part. Fallout 4 is in a post-apocalyptic setting while The Witcher 3 is in a high fantasy setting. Both complement the respective games quite a bit, with the dark and drab features of Fallout 4 really adding to its atmosphere. Above all else, Fallout 4 is a very atmospheric game, and the world of Commonwealth really absorbs the gamer in and you won't want to stop playing. The Witcher 3 is a bit different and is more colorful and vibrant, which really works for the game. While both settings really work with the respective games, Bethesda does a masterful job in creating a world where you really want to explore everything, and the atmosphere in Fallout 4 is just in another level compared to The Witcher. Next, graphics and audio. Both games visually actually sparked quite a bit of controversy. Many people believe Fallout 4 was just not up to par compared to the games we were seeing these days. The textures are relatively bland, the facial animation and design could really use a bit of work. On the plus, the lighting in the game is very good. The Witcher had controversy for its visuals, but for a different reason. When the game was initially revealed, the graphics were much better compared to what they were in the final product. This was probably due to the fact that this was the only way the game would be able to run at a stable frame rate on the consoles, but still it was a bit disappointing. Regardless, there's no way to deny the fact that The Witcher 3 is a much better looking game opposed to Fallout. The Witcher's visuals are up there with the best looking games this generation, and that's especially the case if you're playing on a high-end PC. Where Witcher 3 really takes one over Fallout is the audio. The soundtrack isn't bad in Fallout, it's actually pretty good, but the voice acting, particularly that for the main character, could really use some work. As for The Witcher 3, the soundtrack is absolutely excellent and really adds to the world of the game and complements it. The voice acting in The Witcher is also excellent, so The Witcher sweeps it here. Finally, we have gameplay and content. The gameplay in Fallout 4 is similar to previous games. There have been refinements made over Fallout 3, but largely it's more of the same. And this being a Bethesda game, the gameplay was riddled with bugs. A terrible frame rate on consoles, long load times, glitches, you name it, Fallout 4 had it. It should be said that Fallout 4 ran much better on PC opposed to consoles, but even then there were technical shortcomings with the game. The Witcher 3 also followed a similar path as Fallout 4 on consoles, frame rate issues, long load times, etc. It should be mentioned that the guys over at CD Projekt Red have done a good job in patching the game in the months following release to make the game run much better on all platforms. The gameplay in The Witcher, while some may find it a bit slow, I thought it was very tactical and diverse. Also, if you're playing The Witcher on a harder difficulty, it becomes a very challenging yet rewarding game. The gameplay in Fallout 4 is good, but it hasn't evolved much over the previous games, and considering the amount of years that's passed since the last Fallout game, it all feels a bit dated. Now for the content itself, Fallout 4 has a ridiculous amount of it. You can finish the game pretty quickly if you decide to rush through the main story, but the world of Commonwealth has so much more to it. So many different side quests to do, places to find, settlements to build. As far as pure quantity, there's few games that even come close to Fallout. As far as quality though, sometimes it's not at the highest level possible. While it seemed like Bethesda tried to create characters I would find myself more attached to, notably the main character, it never felt like I had any emotional connection to the plot of Fallout 4. The Witcher, on the other hand, while it doesn't have the quantity of content that Fallout brings, CD Projekt Red's game overall feels more polished and well thought out. In The Witcher, there were so many characters I found myself attached to, from Geralt to Ciri to the Baron. The content in The Witcher felt much more gripping than that of Fallout, especially the main story. The main story of The Witcher 3 is leagues ahead of Fallout 4, and because of that, in this case, quality beats quantity, and I have to give the edge to The Witcher 3 for its content. So that's it. I conclude that The Witcher 3 is the best open world RPG of 2015. It was a hard decision, you can't really go wrong with either game, but The Witcher 3's excellent visuals and soundtrack coupled with a ton of quality content gave it the edge over Fallout 4. Let me know what you guys think. Did you think Fallout 4 was better than The Witcher 3, or do you agree with me in thinking that The Witcher 3 was the best open world RPG of 2015? Comment your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.